And finally, item 10F, receive an oral report from the city clerk on attendance at new law election seminar in San Jose. Carol.
Mayor and Council, a couple of weeks ago, I attended the new elections, the city clerk's new law and election seminar. This year, I actually served on the planning committee to plan the event, and there were a lot of subjects that were presented there. The first thing I'd like to share with you, there was really a lot of new faces. In fact, more than half of the 350 people in attendance were new. And I head up the Sunshine Hospitality Committee for the city clerks. And last year I sent out over 100 cards, and most of them were for retirement. Our first session dealt with transparency. And in your recent issue of Western City, they have an article on tools for enhancing transparency. And the importance of transparency is it makes government operations clearly visible to residents and is essential to their ability to understand and participate in the decision-making processes that affects them. We spent a half a day on that. We discussed the Brown Act and shared best practices. A group from San Mateo that included Vanja Rose, who worked for us for a little while, gave us an overview of project management and exploration of approaches to creating effective business cases needed for project funding. The first half of our second day dealt with elections and new law updates presented by this really neat guest speaker who is the Registrar of Voters in Orange County. And every year he does a skit before he does his long giving us all the law changes that have occurred. It's long, but he makes it fun before it starts. We were introduced to the FPPC through a lunchtime presentation by Chair Ann Revelle, who was appointed by Governor Brown last year. She said she was trying to make rules fair, clearer, and easier to comply with, and to focus on the worst offenders rather than on those who make minor mistakes. She was very dynamic and likable, and it was good because that was lunch hour. Then we got to listen for 3 hours to all the changes through the FPPC issues, conflicts of interest, gift regulations, the intricacies of successor agencies, and oversight boards. And the last day was just a presentation by a lady who was a motivational speaker. So it was good, and I thank you. I learned a lot.
Good. Any questions for our city clerk? All right, thank you, Carol.